Jeff Johnson is by far one of the greatest worship leaders I've ever met. The night that I got to film this piece about him, he had flown back into town from New York City to come and visit and to lead our high schoolers on a night of worship. And we're all there in the auditorium, and they gave full effect, full band, even had smoke machines going. And the smoke machines kind of overdid it and set off the fire alarms. And the fire department comes, evacuates everybody out of the building, said we're not allowed back in. And instead of just saying game over and packing up his guitar and going home, instead Jeff grabs everybody and says, hey, come with me, come with me. And we all end up on the south lawn of our campus. And for the next 30, 40 minutes, Jeff leads everybody in an impromptu, unscripted worship set. Kids were calling out songs, and he played every single one flawlessly. And I got to watch Jeff lead these high schoolers and watch these high schoolers genuinely worship. And I am so grateful that he was a part of this series, and I am just so grateful to have him as a friend and someone I can look up to really show me what it is to worship.
So yeah, my favorite song is None But Jesus. And for me, this was a song right as I was kind of becoming a worship leader. I was coming out of a lot of super conservatism, and wrapped up in that was a lot of legalism. And I remember when this album came out, or I guess I discovered this album, before I knew anything about Hillsong or Hillsong United or any of these people, I found this album, and this was always one of my favorite tracks. And for me, it's something that still always brings me back to the reason for everything, the reason that I get to do what I do, the reason that I'm privileged enough to lead people in worship and sing these songs with people and watch the church worship together. And I just always want to come back to this, that there's nothing else that matters, there's nothing else that satisfies, there's nothing else that means anything close to Jesus. And that in the chaos, the confusion, the silence, in the goodness, in the awful, the only thing still that matters is Jesus. And when I get sidetracked, when I get a big head and I get proud that I get to sing in front of people and think that there's anything that there's special about me, I'm reminded that there's no other purpose and there's no good inside me and there's nothing else that matters but Jesus. And he is everything. He is the good. He is the reason I sing. He is the reason I get to do what I do. And in the quiet, in the stillness, in all of it, I come back to knowing that there is nothing else, none but Jesus.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
In the quiet, in the stillness, I know that you are God. In the secret of your presence, I know there I am restored. So when you call, I won't refuse. Each new day again, I'll choose. There is no one else for me, none but Jesus, crucified to set me free. Now I live to bring him praise. In the sovereign still. In the moment of my weakness, you give me grace to do your will. So when you call, I won't delay. This my song through all my days. There is no one else for me, none but Jesus, crucified to set me free. Now I live to bring Him praise. There is no one else for me, none but Jesus, crucified to set me free. Now I live to bring you praise. All my delight is in you, Lord. All of my hope, all of my strength, all my delight is in you, Lord, forevermore. All my delight is in you, Lord. All of my hope, all of my strength, all my delight is in you, Lord, forevermore. There is no one else for me, none but Jesus, crucified to set me free. Now I live to bring Him praise.
Jeff Johnson.